హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, ఐఎమ్ నర్సింగ్. మీరు చూస్తున్నారు ఆర్పిఎస్ క్రియేషన్స్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్.
Namaste. Welcome to Spoken English class, English grammar. Today's topic is tenses. Introduction. I write this letter to please you. I wrote the letter in his very presence. I shall write another letter tomorrow. So when we observe these sentences, in sentence 1, the verb write refers to present time. In sentence 2, the verb wrote refers to past time. In sentence 3, the verb shall write refers to future time. Thus, a verb may refer to present time, to past time, or to future time. A verb that refers to present time is said to be in present tense. Example, I write, I love. The word tense comes from the Latin word tempus. Tempus means time. A verb that refers to past time is said to be in the past tense. I wrote, I loved. A verb that refers to future time is said to be in future tense. Example, I shall write, I shall give, I shall love. Thus, there are three main tenses: the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. The tense of a verb shows the time of an action or an event. The tense of a verb shows that the time of an action or an event. Sometimes a past tense may refer to present time and a present tense may express future time also. Example, I wish I knew the answer. The answer is I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. Past tense, that is let us wait till he comes. Let us wait till he comes. Below here we give the chief tenses, the active voice indicative mode of the verb to love. For present tense and past tense and future tense, same verb is taken. First person, I love, singular. Plural, we love. For second person, he, you love, plural. Third person, he loves, they love. This is about present tense. And next, past tense, first person, I loved, we loved, plural. You loved, you loved. Third person, he loved and they loved. Future tense, first person, singular, I shall or I will love. Plural, we shall or we will love. Second person, you will love and you will love, plural also. Third person, he will love, plural, they will love. Okay, these are the examples for present tense, past tense, and future tense for the verb to love. Next, here in this sentence, I love, this is simple present. I am loving, present continuous. I have loved, present perfect. I have been loving, present perfect continuous. Okay, these are the examples for these four types. The same examples are given for the other tenses also. For simple present, I speak, present continuous, I am speaking. Simple present, you speak, present continuous, you are speaking. In the same way, the uses of the present and past tenses, the present and simple present, the simple present is used to express a habitual action. Example, he drinks tea every morning. I get up every day at 5 o'clock. My watch keeps good time. And second one, to express general truths. The sun rises in the east, honey is sweet, fortune favors the brave. In exclamatory sentences beginning with here and there, to express what is actually taking place in the present. Here comes the bus, there she goes. These are examples for simple present. In vivid narrative as substitute for the simple past also, immediately. And next, to express a future event that is a part of a fixed timetable or fixed program. The next flight is at 7 tomorrow morning. The match starts at 9 o'clock. The train leaves at 5:20. When does the coffee house reopen? So these are the examples for a simple present. And next, coming to present continuous. This present continuous tense is used for an action going on at the time of speaking. She is singing. That is, action is going on now. The boys are playing in the ground. Second point, for a temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking, I am reading. And for an action that has already been arranged to take place in the near future, I am going to the cinema tonight. My uncle is arriving tomorrow. So this is the example for present continuous. in different situations. And next, present perfect tense to indicate completed activities in the immediate past. That is with just. He has just gone out. It has just struck 10. To express past actions whose time is not given and not definite. Have you read Gulliver's Travels? I have never known him to be angry. Mr. Hari has been to Japan. This is a present example. These are the examples for present perfect tense. And next, coming to present perfect continuous. The present perfect continuous is used for an action which began at some time in the past and is still continuing. Example, he has been sleeping for 5 hours. That means still he is sleeping. They have been building the bridge for several months. They have been playing since 4 o'clock. These are the examples for present perfect continuous tense. So till now we discussed about the examples regarding present tense. In that 4 types are there: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous tense. The same will be there in past tense also. Simple past examples: the steamer sailed yesterday. I received his letter a week ago. She left school last year. These are the examples for simple past. The simple past is also used for past habits also. He studied many hours every day. She always carried an umbrella. Next, past continuous tense. We were watching TV all evening. It was getting darker. The light went out while I was reading. When I saw him, he was playing chess. This tense is also used with always, continually, etc. for persistent habits in the past. He was always grumbling. These are the examples for past continuous. Next, past perfect tense. This past perfect describes an action completed before a certain moment in the past. I met him in New Delhi in 1996. I had seen him last 5 years before. The simple past is used in one clause and the past perfect in another clause. Here one more example is given. When I reached the station, the train had started. I had done my exercise when Hari came to see me. I had written the letter before he arrived. These are the examples for past perfect tense. Past perfect continuous tense. This past perfect continuous tense is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to the time. Example, at the time he had been writing a novel for 2 months. When Mr. Mukherjee came to the school in 1995, Mr. Anand had already been teaching there for 5 years. So these are the examples for past perfect continuous tense. In the same we discussed here in past tense also: simple past, past perfect, past continuous, and past perfect continuous also. Okay, and same cases we can see in future tense also. Simple future. Example, the simple future tense is used to talk about things which we cannot control. It expresses the future as fact. I shall be 20 next Saturday. It will be Diwali in a week. We will know our exam results in May. These are the examples for simple future tense. And next, for one more example, I think Pakistan will win the match. I am sure Helen will get a first class. We use this sentence to talk about what we think and believe will happen in the future. Okay. Next, future continuous tense also. I suppose it will be raining when we start. We use the future continuous tense to talk about actions which will be in progress at a time in the future. And we also use this tense, that is future continuous tense, to talk about actions in the future which are already planned or which are expected to happen in the normal course of things. I will be staying here till Sunday. He will be meeting us next week. The postman will be coming soon. And next model, that is we use be to plus base form to talk about official plans and arrangements. The Prime Minister is to visit America next month. The conference is to discuss nuclear tests. So these are the examples for future continuous tense. Future perfect tense. This future perfect tense is used to talk about actions that will be completed by a certain future time. Example, I shall have written my exercise by then. He will have left before you go to see him. By the end of this month, I will have worked here for 5 years. And next, that is last model, future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is used for actions which will be in progress over a period of time that will end in the future. By next March, we shall have been living here for 4 years. I shall have been teaching for 20 years next July. So here are some more questions in the exercise also. Please try to complete. And one more subtopic is there in the verbs, that is the verb person and number. The verb depends on the person and number also. The verb, like the personal pronouns, has three persons, that is first person, second person and third person. That is example here, I speak, you speak, or he speaks, third person. This is because of the difference in person of the subjects, as all the three are subjects of the singular number. So the verb takes the same person as its subject, or the verb agrees with its subject in person. Okay, first person, second person and third person. And the verb, like the noun and the pronoun, has two numbers, singular and plural. In singular, he speaks, third person singular, he speaks, third person plural, they speak. Thus we see the verb takes the same number as its subject, or the verb agrees with its subject in number. So we have already seen that the verb also agrees with its subject in person. Hence we have the important rule, that is the verb must agree with its subject in number and person, both. That is, the verb must be of the same number and person as its subject. Thus, if the subject is of the singular number, first person, the verb must be of the singular number, first person. I am here, I was there, I have a boat, I play cricket. If the subject is of the singular number, third person, the verb must be of the singular number, third person. He is here, he was there, he has a boat, he plays cricket. Okay? If the subject is the plural third person, the verb must be of the plural number, third person. They are here, they were there, they have bats, they play cricket. Okay, these are the examples for the verb related to person and number of the subject. And this will be, again we study the agreement of the verb with the subject in next coming chapters. One more topic, that is subtopic is here, small topic, that is the infinitive. I want to go. They try to find fault with us. Here the infinitive, the forms to go, to find are infinitives. The infinitive is the base of a verb, often followed by to. The infinitive is the base of a verb, often followed by to. To err is human. Birds love to sing. To respect our parents is our duty. He refused to obey the orders. Many men desire to make money quickly. So these are the examples of infinitive. 5 examples are given. In each sentence, we have different examples. It will be seen that the infinitive is a kind of noun with certain features of the verb, especially that of taking an object. When the verb is transitive only, this infinitive will be used. And the adverbial qualifiers. In short, the infinitive is a verb noun. The word to is frequently used with the infinitive, but is not an essential part or sign of it. Thus, after certain verbs, bid, let, make, need, dare, see, hear, we use the infinitive without to. Let him sit there. I will not let you go, like this. No, here we don't use the infinitive to. The infinitive without to is also used after the verbs will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, etc. Active and passive voice. Rama helps Hari. Hari is helped by Rama. When we compare these two sentences, it will be seen that these two sentences express the same meaning. But in sentence 1, the form of the verb shows that the person denoted by the subject does something. Rama, the person denoted by the subject, does something. The verb helps is said to be in the active voice. In sentence 2, the form of the verb shows that something is done to the person denoted by the subject. Something is done to Hari, the person denoted by the subject. The verb helped is said to be in the passive voice. Definition: a verb is in the active voice when its form shows, as in sentence 1, that is Rama helps Hari, that the person or thing denoted by the subject does something, or in the other words, is the doer of the action. The active voice is so called because the person denoted by the subject acts. Second definition: a verb is in the passive voice when its form shows, that is in the example 2, Hari is helped by Rama, that something is done to the person or thing denoted by the subject. The passive voice is so called because the person or thing denoted by the subject is not active but passive, that is, suffers or receives some action. Voice is that form of a verb which shows whether what is denoted by the subject does something or has something done to it. Here are some examples: active voice and passive voice. Sita loves Savitri, that is active voice. Savitri is loved by Sita, passive voice. The mason is building the wall. The wall is being built by the mason. The peon opened the gate. The gate was opened by the peon. Some boys were helping the wounded man. The wounded man was being helped by some boys. It will be noticed that when the verb is changed from the active voice to the passive voice, the object of the transitive verb in the active voice becomes the subject of the verb in the passive voice. Since the object of a verb in the active voice becomes the subject of the passive form, it follows that only transitive verbs can be used in passive voice because an intransitive verb has no object. The passive voice is formed with the suitable tense of the verb be formed by the past participle. Here is a tabular form. Just I will read out. Simple present, active voice, passive voice, both. Take, am taken. Takes, is taken, are taken. Present continuous. Am taking, is taking, are taking. In active voice. In passive voice, am being taken, is being taken, are being taken. Present perfect, has taken, have taken. In passive voice, has been taken, have been taken. Simple present, simple past, took, was taken, were taken. Past continuous, was taking, were taking. Was being taken, were being taken. Past perfect, had taken, had been taken in passive voice. Simple future, will take, shall take. Will be taken, shall be taken. Can, may, must, etc. plus base can take, must take, can be taken, must be taken. Students must know when to use the active voice and when to use the passive. The ability to change the active voice into the passive voice or vice versa is not sufficient. The active voice is used when the agent, that is, doer of the action, is to be made prominent. The passive, when the person or thing acted upon is to be made prominent. The passive is therefore generally preferred when the active form would involve the use of an indefinite or vague pronoun or noun, somebody, they, people, we, etc., as subject. That is, when we do not know the agent or when it is clear enough who the agent is. My pen has been stolen. That is, somebody is the object here. My pen has been stolen by somebody. I was asked by name, my name. And they asked me my name. Here, in such cases, the agent with by is usually avoided. However, that as in the examples given earlier, the by phrase cannot be avoided where the agent has some importance and is necessary to complete the sense. So that's all about active voice and passive voice. Only by practicing some more examples only we can understand this. So try to solve the questions given in the exercise. Thank you. Next topic we discuss is mood. The simplest use of a verb is to take a statement of fact or ask a question. Again, I repeat, the simplest use of a verb is to make a statement of fact or ask a question. Example, I write to my brother every week. Who wrote that letter? But a verb may also be used to express a command also. Write neatly. Or a verb may be used to express a mere supposition. That is, if I were you, I would not do this. This is called supposition. These different modes or manners. Here we have three examples. That is, making a statement, to express a command, or to express a mere supposition. So these different modes or manners in which a verb may be used to express an action are called moods. In Latin, modus means manner. Definition here, mood is the mode or manner in which the action denoted by the verb is represented. There are three moods in English: indicative, imperative, and subjunctive. Indicative, imperative, and subjunctive. For indicative mood, examples: to make a statement of fact, Rama goes to school daily. He writes neatly. The child is alive. And second one, to ask a question: have you found my book? Are you well? These are the examples for indicative mood. So in these examples, the verb in these sentences is said to be in the indicative mood. And next, imperative mood. Imperative mood means, example, a command: wait there, come here, open your book. Or an exhortation, that is, be steady, take care of your health, try to do better. And prayer, by prayer means, have mercy upon us, give us this day our daily bread. Like this, these are all imperative mode, examples for imperative mode. A verb which expresses a command, a prayer, or an exhortation is in the imperative mode. And last one, subjunctive mode. The subjunctive modes, that is rarely we use in present day English. God bless you, God save the king, heaven helps us. Like this, these are examples for subjunctive mode. So that's all about mood. This is also a subtopic in verb. Okay, we next we discuss the tenses in next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.
సో ఈ వీడియోని మీకు నచ్చినట్టయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసి పక్కన ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ క్లిక్ చేయండి. అండ్ అలానే మీరు CFW గ్రూప్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటే కామెంట్ సెక్షన్లో మీకు ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఉంటే SI ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అని కామెంట్ చేసినట్టయితే మిమ్మల్ని కాంటాక్ట్ అయ్యి గ్రూప్లో అయితే యాడ్ చేస్తాం.